Hey guys, what's poppin'? Today is hashtag storytime. It's going to become a regular upload during the week, I reckon. So let me know down below what I should call this to make it a bit more unique. Today I'm going to be talking about my first tattoo experience. At the minute, it's currently my only tattoo experience, but it was a bit of a roller coaster, so I think I'll make a good story. The video is going to be a bit longer than my usual ones, so grab some form of beverage and enjoy. So, it was back in October 2018. I sent my design to a chap called Ben. I shall leave link to his social media and the studio he works at currently in the description. He wanted to know if it was in colour and all that jazz. Gave him all the details of what I wanted. He was like, yeah, sure. When am I available? So I let him know. Happened to be on Halloween day, so the 31st of October. This is where the story begins. We'll go about a week before my tattoo. I asked one of my friends, will you come to my first tattoo with me, because I'm shitting myself and it'd be nice just to have a bit of company. He was like, yeah, I'll come. I'll know what to expect then for like my first tattoo. So, cool. About 2 days before, I thought, I'll check in on him, make sure he's still coming with me. Type a message, hey man, are you still coming with me on the 31st to get my tattoo? No reply. I then messaged another one of my friends and was like, yo, he's bailed on me, will you come with me instead? Yeah man, yeah, he'll come. So I put my mind at peace, then there I was laying in bed, shitting myself the night before. And I was like, it's alright, I've got my mate with me. It'll soothe the anxiety and I'll nail it, it'll be alright. Wake up in the morning, have your nice hearty breakfast, something to keep your levels up and your energy and all that. I had no idea what to wear, so I wore the baggiest jogging bottoms possible and a jumper because it was cold in October. I looked like a bum, an absolute bum. So anyway, I make my way down to the bus stop and there's no sign of my mate. So I was a bit like caveman SpongeBob. So I give him a ring. No answer. The heart rate's rising a bit here. About 5 phone calls later, still no reply, no answer. So I was like, I'm doing this on my own. This is the last thing I bloody wanted. So halfway on the bus journey, I'm sitting there thinking, I really don't want to fucking do this. I don't even know where the shop is. I have no idea what's going on, in all honesty. I don't know what to expect. So I get into the city, get my Google Maps up, and little did I know that Google Maps still has the old location of where the studio used to be. So I walked around for a long ass time looking for this building that didn't exist anymore, and then I noticed that the studio had moved. I went looking for this other studio. I can fucking see it. And I ended up sitting down on a bench and phoning them and being like, yo man, I have no idea where you guys are and I have an appointment in about 10 minutes. And they were like, oh, whereabouts are you? And I explained, and they were like, we're literally to your left. I was like, what? They're like, the building with loads of scaffolding. I was like, ah, fuck. And then I realised the logo for the studio was on the door. So that's about all they had, because they had construction going on. So I was like, ah, thanks for that. Sorry for being such a wet wipe. I will be up there in a mo. So there I am, now walking up to a big commitment. So you get into the studio, lovely chap on reception. You fill in a little form just saying you're not like allergic to anything, or you haven't got any like heart conditions and stuff like that. done that, you wait for the artist to set up his station and just get ready. So Ben comes down the stairs and shows me the design. The design I sent him was really rough, but I was so set on it that I was like, I hope he hasn't changed it too much, but if he has, I hope he's made it more like dark and more traditional looking. It wasn't. It was nothing like I expected. My first thought was, I am so disappointed with that. I don't even know if I want it. So he let me just sort of sit and look at it for a couple of minutes. And the more I looked at it, the more I realised that the ghost he drew up represented me more than my ghost. And I'll show you what I mean. This is the tattoo. I'll show you a picture of my original design, like here somewhere. And you can see, if you know me, this ghost represents me quite well, because it's rather dopey and clumsy. The main reason it made me smile was because he actually has his pinky up when he's holding the cup. And I do that every time I drink a hot beverage, and I have no idea why. And everybody calls me Dopey Dan, so there's that. So after looking at it for a couple of minutes, I was like, you know what, mate, you've nailed it. There we are. We went in, rolled my baggy joggers up, got my legs shaved, which was weird. That was really weird. But I mean, I don't have the hairiest legs anyway, so it wasn't too bad. He nailed the placement first time, first try. And he was like, are you ready? Are you prepared? I was like, I've had my breakfast. I've been bailed on twice. But I'm here and I'm ready. So there he was. Little did he know I wasn't fucking ready at all. I had no idea what to expect. I think the first line he done was one of these bits, one of like creases. And in all honesty, I didn't even really realise that he started. I was expecting a lot of pain. I'm sure it's different on different parts of your body, obviously. But it felt, if you've got long nails and you haven't had a tattoo yet, if you press it quite hard into your skin and drag it, it doesn't hurt as such. It's more like uncomfortable, but it's bearable, in my opinion. That's how it felt for me. I went into this thinking I only want a black and white tattoo, maybe a bit of red and yellow for the fairies. But it ended up coming out more the most colourful tattoo I could have ever imagined. But it's fine because I love it. It was getting towards the end and he was like, can I add some green into this? And I was like, he was like, it'll make your ghost pop a bit more. And I was like, you know what, you're the artist, we've got it this far, you've nailed it, you do what you think's best. So we done it. I was sitting there thinking, I'm gonna look like I've got a fucking mouldy leg, aren't I? It looks awesome. I love the green behind it, it's one of my favourite bits. It was about an hour and a half by the time he finished. That was good, good times. He wraps it up, and I'm off on my way home. It's fucking bleeding everywhere, isn't it? I didn't realise it was going to bleed that much. Luckily I had jogging bottoms on, but it looked disgusting. I probably have a picture somewhere, I'll put that here as well. And I think for the first couple of days I actually kept the cling film on, because I was a bit worried about it getting infected. I'm a big worrier. I do worry about a lot of things when I don't have to sometimes. When you take that cling film off, my god, does that feel good. And you get in the shower. I didn't use any soap or anything on it. I just let the water like run down my leg and just gently brush it. And you just thinking about it actually. the gunk and stuff that comes off it when you're rubbing it. It's not good. It's not good. It's not pretty, but once it comes off, it's nice. Sorry, I'm being nosy. Then after that first initial wash, it does sort of like weep at night. Once I washed it, I rewrapped it in cling film and taped it on a little bit, just so it didn't go on the bedding and stuff, and just sort of let it like do its own thing. And it looked really weird at one point because it was all bruised, so it was all sort of... Once again, I'll put a picture here. After about a week, I started moisturising it, you know, and at one point, you know, I was rubbing in the moisturiser, and one of the wings off this one, off the red one, sort of like moved, and I was like, fuck. I thought it was just going to come off, so I sort of like moved it back into the same spot that it was and patted it down. And I was like, ah, fuck. I think I fucked it up. And I slept on it, and it was fine. And I think it was the day after that point. I think it was 2-3 weeks in at this point. I went in the shower, and I rubbed it in, and I shit you not, the whole tattoo came off, like the top layer of skin where it was, or something. Like, I just wiped it off, and there at the bathtub was near enough a complete representation of my tattoo. Going down the sink, I shit myself, and looked at my leg and it's still there. There is a God. But I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't realise that was a thing. So obviously after that it was pretty fine, you know, dry it off with a paper towel after every wash, moisturise it. Hair started growing back in my legs, and here it is today. It's I love it. I do, I really love my tattoo, and I really want to get some more. So the meaning behind this design compared to my original one is obviously the same thing. The ghost represents me in my depressed or what do I call it, my bad mental state, and my coffee, and just me being clumsy. The two fairies on either shoulder, if you're a Legend of Zelda fan, it's from Majora's Mask. They're called Tattle and Tail. They're basically brothers, but I basically put the meaning behind one of them being friends and one of them being family, and they're over my shoulder protecting me basically, or watching over me. But quick little shout out to Majora's Mask, because that game is fucking lit. If you haven't played it, go play it already. The reason I put a bit of Majora's Mask in there was when I found out my granddad passed away, I was actually playing Majora's Mask. My favourite thing about Majora's Mask is it's got the skipping forward in time and back in time, and you reset the days. You can basically turn back time and reset history. And as sad as it sounds, it was just like, I wish I could do that and just go back and reverse everything and just wish that my granddad was here, basically. So it's got that deep meaning, but I've never actually told anyone that, because, I don't know, it's easier talking to a camera than saying that to someone. So sorry to end that on a pretty sad note. But I mean, if you're going to get a tattoo at any point, your first tattoo, and you don't know what to expect, don't expect the worst like I did. I'm sure yours will go a lot smoother than mine did. I forgot to mention, after the tattoo had finished, my mate was like, sorry man, I slept in. I'm sure yours go a lot smoother, and just do it. If you've got a solid meaning behind your tattoo, even if you haven't got a meaning behind it, and you just love the art, do it. Don't worry about the pain or the build up to it, because mine was shit, the build up to it was shit. Worried like fuck about the pain. Fine, absolutely fine. Worth it. Would do again. Will do again. So thanks so much for watching. Hope your beverage hasn't gone cold. And I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and let me know what I should call this series if you enjoyed this video.